So my stepdad's here.
Cute.
He's downstairs.
You're like, I have to go hang out with the youths.
Yeah, and because he's a truck driver, so he makes deliveries here all the time, and so I often pick him up and bring him here when he's in the area
Of course.
for dinner and whatnot. And so he texted me yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, I have the podcast." I was like, "You can just hang out, downstairs if you want to while I do it." And he was like, "Oh, so what's my role? What am I gonna do?" I was like, he's never listened to a podcast in his life.
Oh.
I'm only saying this.
I love the enthusiasm, though.
Yeah, I'm only saying this because he's currently outside, so he can't hear me. So, but
What?
but bless his heart, he thought I got paid to do this. He was like, "Don't the podcast people like on the radio and stuff get paid?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Oh.
No,
I was like, "Well,"
technically you pay to do this.
that's what I told him. I was like, "No, I don't get paid to do it. I pay to do it."
I mean, we all do.
Yeah.
I'm not making. None of us are making money.
No. And then I was trying to tell him about us going to see Last Pod next month, and he was like, "How do you see a podcast live?" I had to explain that, so it's lovely. He smokes, so he's outside smoking.
Fun. At work today, I was given the special assignment by my boss to clean and then paint the office next to him.
Mm-hmm.
And as I was working today, he saw that I had my AirPods in. So he leaves, comes back with this industrial fucking Bluetooth speaker and hands it to me. And is like, "Here, you can blast whatever you want." And between last podcast, my weird Russian rave music, and Broadway show tunes, I'm gonna see how long I can last before I get my privileges revoked. I don't think it's gonna be very long at all.
We haven't actually started yet.
Oh.
Oh, I was gonna say that I was planning on putting in, but...
Oh, well, you usually say, "Okay, we're starting," so I guess we have.
I figured you've learned to assume that we have started as soon as you hop on this call?
No.
You okay with that peanut butter there, bud?
You know your dog is spoiled when she gets her own jar of peanut butter.
Wow.
She is currently, her nose, on my lap.
Piper does that constantly. Piper is the queen of,
I was gonna say, why are we not looking at this? Oh my goodness.
She knows.
My sweet baby.
He knows the jar.
Oh, she does her nose. And it's going in this.
Oh, so special.
You gotta earn it. She's sitting so nice.
Oh, what a good girl.
So I will be making her snack while we...
Great. You know what? This is the content that the people want.
Yes.
Or at least it's the content that I'm telling myself the people want. Because, frankly, when I say the people, I think we know that we're talking about, a couple dudes.
Well, we have, some subscribers.
We do have some subscribers.
Belgium.
Yeah, Belgium. Hi, I hope you're doing great.
Oh, that's right. The Belgians
we haven't said hi to Belgium in a while.
The one Belgian loves us.
That Belgian has friends and family. And other Belgians that they know.
You make some solid points.
How do you know that they're not making other Belgians listen to us, but so it's only showing up as the one person because it's all through their ISP? Oh, Echo.
Hi, Echo.
Yeah, take it. I'm not gonna hold it for you the whole time. There you go.
Oh, the girl.
That's quality content. That's what all the subscribers want. They're just here for the pets.
Oh yeah.
I should really start featuring Ellie on the podcast more, but then I get distracted because she tries to worm her way into my clothing and hair and headphones.
Yeah. Well, you could sneak Piper up.
I could. But even then, you're not gonna see her mostly. Because one, she'll just stand at my door staring to be let out because she knows she's not supposed to be up here.
Yeah, I've witnessed.
Echo.
I wish she understood that I'm not gonna tell. I'm not gonna tell anyone. This is our secret.
She does not have the mental capacity for that.
No, she doesn't. She often worms her way under the coffee table in the TV room and then tries to get up and thunk, whacks her head.
How very dog of her.
Indeed, not smart. Love her to death. Anyway, Brookes, after the last stream that we did, you opened my eyes to the existence of just a whole new discourse that I didn't know existed. And that is the first thing that we have on the docket for today. So would you like to take it away?
Oh, I don't have the doc open. Hold on. Because I want to see the wording that you put. Also, I
rearranged the document.
Yes,
I saw.
Thank you.
And I even highlighted
lovely
the current week's questions. I'm making life easier for everyone, and I did the same thing with the stream schedule. Enjoy.
Nice. You can tell that I just opened the doc because now I'm like just
you're
flooded.
Several shades paler.
With light. Okay. So it's interesting because when I mentioned this to you, you hadn't known that this was a thing.
No,
and
I
just
not know.
mentioned it to my stepdad, who's standing over here, by the way.
Cool,
and
hi!
He didn't know that it was an argument. But it is like a real thing that I've always heard people argue about my whole life.
I've never heard that.
And my beloved record store here, which you both have been to, the reason I offered this as a question, they posted it as a question on their socials, for comments.
Fascinating.
So it's not just coming from me. That's where it came from. Okay. So I guess I should actually say what the question is.
Yeah, that might help.
Preamble. So if you're going to a concert to see a band or a solo artist or whatever, is it acceptable to wear a shirt with the name of that artist or band on it?
I would say yeah.
Yes, absolutely. What do y'all think I wore to the Struts concert?
I don't get it.
Don't people dress up to go see movies?
Yeah.
This is 100% a thing.
But it's not like a costume.
I mean,
no, it's way less than a costume.
Go out of my way to wear my Doctor Who t-shirts when I know a new episode of Doctor Who is dropping.
That's different, because... So,
but why?
If you're going to see a band, everybody else there is also an enthusiast of that band. They know you like that band. Why do you need to wear a shirt to proclaim that you like that band?
What is a
Same reason you would wear a costume to a movie.
What is a more appropriate time to wear that band shirt?
Literally any other time.
This is ridiculous.
It's tacky, I think.
Ew.
By the way, I'm not necessarily saying I believe these things. I'm saying these are the arguments.
No?
Always what I was told is that it's not appropriate. It's not cool. That you should wear.
I've never heard this in my life.
Oh yeah. I mean, it might. I don't know if it has anything to do with the kind of music that I listened. Because, most of the concerts I've been to have been for smaller independent artists and the punk
and here's the thing, I feel like that might be a factor because with those types of artists there's that whole you're just a poser type shit.
Yes, yeah, I have a couple more examples. When you go to a political rally, people always wear hats and shirts and wave signs and flags of the person who they're
do you know how many motherfuckers I saw in Beatles and Paul McCartney shirts when I went to the Paul McCartney concert? What was I wearing at the Paul McCartney concert? My Abbey Road shirt.
But just because people do it doesn't make it cool.
But the other thing is when you go to a sporting event, you're wearing the jersey of that team.
Correct.
That's different.
How is it different?
Explain how it's different.
Why would you wear the jersey? You're there supporting the team. Everybody knows you already support the team.
No, you could be supporting the other team.
Well, okay, depending on what sporting event you go to, there's sections they actually divide you up.
But not necessarily.
No, that's true. Not necessarily, but also if you're going to a team it's gonna be a 70-30 split between like home fans and fans of the other team who happen to live in that city.
Yeah, but I also just generally feel like sports and like political rallies are different because the point of attending both of those things is to like to like the specific intention is to show your support. The specific intention is to like work up like excitement and try to get people behind it, and like there's a different intent behind it.
Okay, so then what do you think of when, like, every time I go to a concert, I see plenty of people who have clearly bought the shirt at the concert and are now wearing it?
Oh, that's a big no-no.
Since when?
Oh wait, your
cool people.
Your distinction is that sports and political events are to show support, while a concert is to show is for
You're just there to enjoy it. Yeah.
Like a movie.
But that's still a different thing. It's a costume.
Not necessarily.
So can I dress up?
What if you wear
as
a Batman
singer?
shirt to the new Batman?
Again, a different thing.
It's the bat.
It's the bat. Arkham series, my beloved.
And it might also be a generational difference. But that was always the thing. If you would show up to any of the concerts that I went to, and you were wearing a shirt that had the name of the band on it, people would glare at you because you were not cool. If you were cool, you would wear a shirt with a different obscure band.
This is the dumbest discourse I have ever heard in my life.
Have you ever worn a running shirt running?
That's different.
No, it isn't.
I'm trying to compare apples and oranges.
Yeah, they're both fruit.
They're different types of fruit. They don't taste the same. They don't look the same. They're not the same color. They're not the same texture. You don't cut them the same way. They're different things.
School Spirit Day. You dress up as your school.
Again, it is a different thing. That's to show support, not just your
I am there because I am supporting an artist by buying tickets to their show and listening to their music.
That's not the whole point, though.
Okay, but...
That's not the major point.
But if you're going to a sporting event, you're not just there to show support, you're also there to have fun and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
I don't go to Red Sox games as charity.
Yeah.
I'm there because I want to see them play.
For them will help them win.
Well, in my stupid lizard brain, yeah, but realistically.
Yeah.
See, it's a different goal.
But I go back to film though, because even if you're not dressing up, people still wear their shirts and their hoodies and their hats.
Not live.
But what difference does that make though?
Because you're not being seen by the band, and people aren't like up and in a crowd and dancing.
Okay,
and
but then what do you think
of
this? One time they were doing a screening of the Beatles film A Hard Day's Night at one of my local indie theaters, followed by a performance of a local Beatles tribute band.
Okay.
I wore a Beatles shirt.
Beatles.
Was I cool?
That's still not the Beatles. That's a Beatles tribute band.
Who gives a fuck?
If you wore the t-shirt for the Beatles tribute band, that would be a problem.
I've done that!
And again, I want to emphasize for probably the third time, because you guys keep getting mad at me, I don't believe what I'm saying.
Well, then stop defending this position.
Well, because if I don't, then this would have been a very short conversation.
You could also just tell how you think it's stupid.
No, I really don't like it when people wear them. I don't like it. I can't help it.
Okay, so then what are you going to wear to the last podcast live show?
One of my last podcast shirts, because you told me I was supposed to.
What were you going to wear before I said that?
I would not have planned anything.
Let me ask you this. Let's say I was going to a Foo Fighters concert. Would it be inappropriate of me to wear a Metallica shirt?
Sorry, I'm not laughing at the mention of the Foo Fighters. I'm laughing because I'm thinking of that video where Dave Grohl was talking about how when they were on Saturday Night Live, the host was Christopher Walken, and prior to him introducing them, he asked them how it was supposed to be pronounced, like where the emphasis was, and he was like, the emphasis is on fighters. So they went out, and Christopher Walken introduces them. He goes, ladies and gentlemen, Foo Fighters. And I will link that video because it's golden. Anyway, continue.
Oh, now you talking. I was like, who's continuing?
No, I guess my point is like, if what you wear is arbitrary, would it be out of place for me to wear the shirt of a different band?
No. And actually that's like the preferred, because again, it shows that you also like other music in the genre and you're a music person and not just like a fan of that one band.
Okay, but like, what if you are just a fan of that one band?
Yeah.
Then that's kind of lame. Once again, my disclaimer, these are the arguments. It does personally bother me. People can wear whatever they want. I don't like it, but whatever. I'm just offering the arguments that other people make.
Okay, well, other people are stupid. Stop defending them.
Man, that's the whole point of this podcast, though.
It's the point until it annoys me, in which case it's not the point anymore.
We're supposed to be fighting, otherwise it's friends agreeing with friends instead of fighting with friends.
Stop making sense.
I guess it's just like, every time I go running on Thursdays, almost everybody there is wearing some sort of like Annapolis 10-miler like quarter zip, or like from their last marathon run.
Because you're supposed to prove to people that you're a real runner.
But wouldn't going on the run be enough proof?
No, because some people are joggers.
Ooh.
What if you're
those
wearing
people.
a band shirt from a previous tour to prove that you are serious?
That's true.
So that's a little bit different because it's going to the music cred angle. Again, you got to keep in mind the goal here is to show people that you are cool, meaning that you would.
No one's ever gonna think I'm cool.
Music.
That is a non-starter for me.
Again, it might be just the music that I listen to. I've heard it in other contexts, so it's not just the music I listen to, but
in what other contexts?
Given my my taste in music and the kind of concerts I go to, I've just been maybe exposed to it more than other people.
Mm-hmm.
But again, this was posted by the record store here.
Was there a general consensus on the feedback they got?
I was just thinking, as I was saying that I never read any of the comments.
I just wasn't sure what like format it was in, because sometimes they'll let you vote. And it's like, is it corny? Like yes or no, and then it's like a percentage.
Oh yeah, no, it was just like make your argument in the comments.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Well, I know what I'm going to be feeling insecure about every time I go to a concert now.
People wear chess shirts to chess tournaments, but we're all already nerds, so you're not really losing much by doing that.
Yeah. Can't remember when was that? When was that they posted it? Oh, here it is. Their exact post was, okay, let's kick off an age-old argument again. Are you allowed to wear the band's t-shirt to the show?
I really didn't even know this was an argument.
Yeah, I love that this is the first time I'm hearing about this, like, literally ever.
Yeah.
152 comments. Loading. Yeah, I wish there was, like, a percentage because, like, so most people just, quickly skimming seem to be pretty much fine with it. Somebody calls it corny. Yeah. No, never. And you cannot listen to that band the day of the show. Don't know.
That's
I don't know.
Major BS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how you get hyped. That's how you review the lyrics so that you can like scream them with confidence.
Only if you or someone else puked on the shirt you wore to the show, then it's acceptable to change it to the band t-shirt.
This is, I'm gonna say, this is a school of discourse that I hate.
Yeah.
Because now this is in my head, and no matter what my personal feelings about this discourse are, I'm gonna know that there are people out there that think I am a loser for wearing my Struts shirt to a Struts concert, and now I'm gonna feel insecure about it for the rest of my life.
I genuinely didn't know that there were people that were not aware of this as an argument.
That's us.
Yeah, it's us. I kind of wish I still was, but
us.
Oh well.
My whole life I've heard this brought up at concerts and...
Nope.
Wild.
Yeah. I feel like this happens a lot, though, that I'm often saying things that I assume everybody knows, and then you guys don't know what I'm talking about, so...
I mean, again, your fault for making friends with children.
Like, never heard of the movie Speed. It just doesn't... I can't get over it.
I mean, I think I have heard of it before.
Yeah.
Just didn't think about
Just
it
haven't
often.
seen that.
What?
Or
I had to
think about
explain the concept to you.
It sounded familiar once you explained it. Well, now
Anyway.
I gotta figure out what I'm gonna wear to the last podcast show. Because I guess I'm not wearing my last podcast. Huh?
We're wearing the last pod shirts. That's why I made sure I got them. You gotta pick one for me between the two I have.
Oh, if and when
You
I
got
ever
the
go
last
to...
podcast shirt anyway.
Huh?
You had the shirt anyway.
What do you mean?
You 100% had that shirt before we bought the tickets.
No, I didn't. I bought them afterward. Like a while afterward, because you brought up wearing t-shirts. I was like, oh, I don't have one. Because I remember.
Well, god damn it, why didn't you tell me this then?
I specifically remember texting you and saying something like, you know, what are we gonna wear? I don't remember. I was something about bringing them something.
Yes, which I am still working on.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I don't have any of their shirts. And so I ordered the two. And I can't decide which one I would wear.
Well, neither of them now. Oh, Jesus.
Again, I don't necessarily care that much. That's just the
I care now.
The sort of like world.
I care now. And you have, and as much as you deny it, you have made your cool person cred, and I don't need to be knocking myself down any more points in your presence.
When I go to a Pod Save America show, you best believe I am wearing my Vote Save America Arizona shirt and my Joe Biden hat, and like.
I want a friend of the pod shirt.
Yeah.
Life.
Yeah.
I don't have one.
I love their merch.
Yeah.
Abolish the filibuster. Like, all of it.
I do love them.
Well, this was an excellent, very heated start to the show. I'm proud of us. I think this is the most heated it's gotten.
Okay.
This is the most heated it's gotten since, like...
What was that one where we were getting, like, real spicy?
Oh, yeah, no, we were ready to kill each other over something one time. I cannot remember what it was.
It was stupid. I mean, we don't...
I remember. It was, do you wear anything under pajama pants?
Oh, yeah!
And apparently there's a whole population out there who doesn't.
I meant to make a joke about that when we were all hanging out, but I forgot.
Oh, that's right. It's all coming back to me now.
I remember I opened up that argument with, I would love to study you.
You know what? There's a common theme, though, between these two. That it's an argument that some people, like, were unaware was
never heard of.
Yeah. So maybe that's what leads to the extra spicy ones.
So we'll just have to start thinking of ones.
Yeah.
And then keeping them to ourselves and trying to surprise each other with them.
Because it's like, I think it's because you take those things for granted because it never occurred to you that there was a different way or different, you know?
That is a genuinely solid observation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start arguing about more things that we don't even think to argue about.
I just assumed y'all were normal.
But as we
and it goes both ways that I just assumed y'all were normal. Nice.
He's normal now.
He's not Italian anymore. He's normal now. Chris Chris Pratt has seen a Hollywood executive hit a child with their car. That's the only explanation.
I'll just
Okay. Okay. We started with big energy.
This is high school reunions. Okay.
I honestly don't know how I'm going to answer the next one.
What was the next one?
I need to look at the next one. I did not pull it up on my computer because my other monitor is dedicated to my screen recording software.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to answer it either. Which is funny because it was my question and I suggested it like a week ago. And it's not like I haven't pondered it in the last week or so, but I still don't know.
Interesting.
I like how we're really teasing the questions.
Yeah, I'm starting to get... There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so would you rather be twice your current height or half of your current height? Honestly, this is easy for me. I'm going to say twice because I want to scare people.
I don't know, like...
They're both so inconvenient.
They are incredibly inconvenient, but frankly, I think I would look hotter if I was twice my current height. Like, I'd have, like, some, like, Lady Dimitrescu vibes going on. For anyone who knows that video game.
So that would make you literally... Because you're 5'6", so you'd be 12 foot.
Yeah, again, I would have some Lady Dimitrescu vibes going on. And I don't even play Resident Evil. I think that's the series. I could be completely wrong. I just know she's the tall, hot vampire lady that people are simping for.
Be 10'8".
12'2". That just sounds like, for somebody who is not afraid of heights but isn't fond of them, that's just really tall.
Interesting. I didn't know you had any negative feelings towards heights whatsoever.
I don't like it's not a crippling fear. I will do things that involve heights, but that does not mean I'm like 100% comfortable.
Oh, so like my fear of spiders.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember you were talking about
like
that.
I would earlier. Spiders. My general attitude is I would prefer not to.
My rule with bugs is like I will not go out of my way to kill a bug.
Oh yeah, no, I won't either. But
if it's like in the this is the kill zone.
Yeah.
And if you are in my airspace.
Yeah, if you enter a certain bubble.
Yeah.
Like you frankly
you're now fair game. Yeah. That's just natural selection. You got to weed out all the human-sucking mosquitoes.
Yeah, I don't like to kill bugs, but if it's something that is potentially going to bite me...
I don't kill bees, though.
No, absolutely not.
Wasps, on the other hand, can choke.
I will go out of my way to kill a tick. Tick, I reserve first strike capabilities on.
Centipedes. I can't.
Oh, nothing should have that many legs.
No, okay, Brooks, I don't know if this was, like, Wells specifically, but the number of times that I was in class in Wells Hall, and I would see one of those nasty-ass house centipedes, like, in the corner of the classroom, and spend the entire rest of the class just watching it, like, if that fucking thing comes near me.
No, I have a class in Wells first thing tomorrow. I'm gonna start looking for them.
Oh. Sorry.
I think it was in Bailey. I was in the middle of class once, and there was a spider rappelling from the ceiling, and it just suddenly appeared in front of my face.
Oh, I would have screamed. Did you?
I might have jumped and made a small noise, and then walked to the other side of the room, and then just kept looking at it the whole class, and the students were all staring at it and not listening to me.
Cute.
So.
Yeah, no, the amount of time, like, multiple times I was in class, and one of them was just, like, on the floor. I'm like... Didn't like it.
Well, I would never notice because I don't see the corners, really. I look at all the faces.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the... Yeah, house centipedes are on site.
Yep, nope, can't hand it. It's too many legs.
I guess anything with, like, spindly legs, just, like, it gives me the ick in a way that words cannot describe.
The last time I saw a centipede, it was so gross, but Echo was there, and it was in the kitchen, so I closed both the kitchen doors with her in the room, and it was really gross, but she did get it.
Yeah, just let her handle that.
Yeah, I hate it when my cats are always eating like flies and stuff.
Yeah, it's like
but also,
so gross.
You didn't have to handle it.
That's very true, and she probably enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was probably fun for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do like practically tear the whole place down trying to catch the flies first.
Piper doesn't really do that with like bugs in the house, but every time we're outside and there's bees, she'll like try to snap at them, but they're always above her reach anyway, so it's just kind of funny.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be a problem, like the stinger and all that.
We think she ate a bee once, and she got kind of puffy. But other than that, I mean, I don't think it's ideal, but she clearly didn't die.
I am gonna say half my height.
Yeah, I was gonna say these are some great points about height.
Yeah, no, still twice my height. I would like to scare people.
I'm gonna say half my height because, oh my god, finding a place to live, like finding ceilings high enough to fit me in this part of the country, I'm not gonna be able to afford that for a while. And literally the back problems I would have if I was that tall in this apartment have to be like.
But also, like, you're not going to fit in airplane seats or bus seats.
It would just be too inconvenient.
How could you even drive at that height?
Like, it would suck to be 3 foot for a lot of reasons, but I could still function as a person.
And there are people of that height. So
right,
there
absolutely.
are like things built in for people of that height.
Yeah. Nobody is 12'2".
Yeah, I don't care. I want to make people uncomfortable.
Was the tallest?
I believe he was 9 foot something.
That's so wild and illegal.
Tallest man ever.
Robert Wadlow.
8'11".
Yep.
Damn, that was close.
That's just wild.
Who gave him the right?
Like, imagine being 9 feet tall. Like, I can't even, just looking at pictures of this guy, it blows my mind.
Yeah, it must be whack.
Looks like he's on stilts. Aww. There's him holding hands with a little person.
Oh.
And he's wearing a funny hat.
That's kind of fun.
And there's Big Ben in the background. This is a delightful picture.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, he is so tall.
Right?
Now we're all just Googling. I would like to get in on the party.
Yeah. Very distractible.
World's tallest man meets world's smallest. Or the other way around.
That's so fun.
Right? There's so much going on in this picture that I like.
He's a farmer.
Good for him.
The tall man?
Yeah. Literally the wingspan on that guy.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's why I feel like I lean half the height, just because I think, practically speaking, that's what's gonna gonna work the best.
Also, tall people don't live as long. Yeah. There's like literally a correlation between like every inch you have over some certain height like takes X amount of time off your life.
Oh yeah, and they have all kinds of health problems. Like Ben on last podcast on the left, he's 6'5".
Something like that. Like 6'7", I think.
Oh no, I don't think that's high enough. Yeah, 6'7". But he had like all these blood clots in his legs and stuff, and like. But then again, a lot of people who have like forms of dwarfism don't live as long either.
Yeah. So I mean, frankly, you're not having a good time medically either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like all that weight on your back must take a toll.
Yeah. Can't even imagine. That'd be fun for like a day, though.
Oh God, yeah.
Like,
I'd be having a great time.
Absolutely. Although I feel like once you actually try to do stuff, it would dawn on you on just how hard your life is. Like, all right, let's go downtown, and then you go and get in the car, and you're like, oh.
But if you could be twice your height for just one day, what would you do?
Oh, then I would scare people.
Yeah, no, I would scare a lot of people.
That is when I would like walk up to somebody's third floor window and just like
peer in.
Yeah.
Because I live on the third floor.
Man, that person would never be right again.
Oh no.
That makes me think of that tweet that's like, the first person to ever hear a parrot talk must have been not okay for several days.
But you gotta keep in mind, it's not like they're just gonna take your body and stretch you. Everything has to grow proportionately.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So, like,
no, again, you'd be...
You're melon.
You'd be freaky as hell. And again, for like a day, I'd be having a great time.
The size of the mitts.
I'd be having so much fun.
Oh my gosh, all the thing. I don't know what I would do with all that.
Find my high school bully.
Yeah. I wasn't even bullied in high school.
Yeah.
Better yet, go to the local high school, ask them who the current bully is.
Yeah.
Child, but you know.
Hell yeah.
You can menace a child, right?
Yeah. If you're in high school, you're a child.
Just like the top of every surface in my house that is like bookshelves and stuff, it'd be so clean.
Yeah?
It would be so clean.
I'd like to think I'd be responsible enough to clean the top of surfaces if I was that tall for a day, but realistically,
no. I would probably be out just like smacking pedestrians for fun.
Just
for sport.
Boom. Yeah, I would be like happy slapping pedestrians for sport.
I'm imagining going to like a park and walking on the trails and like just being able to see in the trees like that, like looking at birds.
Yeah, I would also make several birds not okay.
The first bird to see a 12-foot person was probably not okay for several days.
Yeah, I'd have a lot of fun if I was twice my height for a day.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have to worry about like all the practical stuff. You can just enjoy it.
That's the thing, is I wouldn't want to be twice my height forever, but if I had like a little mechanism that let me just like temporarily do it for a little bit.
Oh yeah, if that was my superpower.
Yeah.
Or like some weird like
dude, I would be a fucking Avenger.
Oh god, yeah. I'd be having a great time.
You just get like an allotment, like one day a month you get to be.
Yes. You had to be
like
really
schedule it in.
Brookes, did I ever show you the Jenna Marbles video where she's like, I want to be tall, so she just gets like ridiculous platform heels and like sprays her hair to stand up like 7. It's so fun. Jenna Marbles, I miss you.
Yeah. Tragic.
I was thinking about the video last night, which I don't know if I've ever shown you, but it's a relaxing time with Just for Men. Where she like tries to dye her eyebrows with the Just for Men dye.
Oh.
It's very funny.
Wait. This is going to be so off topic. I mean, not because it has to do with eyebrows, but like...
That was off topic.
Yeah, this... We're well past that.
So, I got my haircut.
Yes.
Right? And after the haircut, for the first time ever, the person goes, do you want me to trim your eyebrows? I have never been asked that in my whole life. And now I am self-conscious about something I've never thought about before. Like...
Okay,
yeah, it's like, why did you ask?
Yeah, no, literally, I have never, ever thought about my eyebrows. Like I know people, like, maintain them. But it just never was a thought for me until she asked me that. And now for the first time in 25 years, I'm like, is there something wrong with my eyebrows?
Okay,
is this why I'm not getting work?
There's nothing wrong with your eyebrows, but I do want to inform you that when we were hanging out, at one point I did notice that you had one really long eyebrow hair.
Oh, no, it's right here.
Yeah, okay, but like...
I'm actually well aware of which one you're talking about. And like, if she was like, can I pluck that one? Fine.
Not to the point that I was like, oh, that's weird. I was just like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I was cognizant of it, and then the thought exited my head.
Yeah, never thought about my eyebrows. Spoken like somebody who was not raised as a girl. Could, like, scrutinize everything on your face.
Oh my god, I am literally so lucky that my eyebrows were covered as well as they did from the shit ton of, like, just plucking them I did in high school.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
one thing
know what teenager needs to hear this right now. Your eyebrows are fine. Leave them alone.
They're there to serve a function.
Yeah.
If you want to do this, that's fine. Leave them alone otherwise.
But you know, just that one part of your eyebrow is not serving the function. So, like, if you got water dripping down, it'll go and find that strip into your eye.
Whatever. I'm willing to suffer for fashion in this case.
They're also just such a weird. Like now that I'm thinking about it, it's just such like there's just random hair on your face.
Hey.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
It's just bizarre.
But then as soon as you like,
as soon as you take it off, you look so messed up.
Yeah, it looks worse. Like, so, like sometimes when you're like drawing like kind of like any kind of like cartoony style, you can leave it out or whatever, and it looks normal. But as soon as you get rid of it on a slightly realistic face, you're just like, what the fuck? Which is so funny to me because sometimes I think about it. I'm like, yeah, that's weird. Why do we have like? Why are these things here? But then you remove them, and it's so much worse.
Okay, but seriously, is there anything wrong with my eyebrows?
No, there's not.
This has been bothering me for the last day.
I can honestly say that I have never thought about your eyebrows for a second of my life.
Right.
Yeah, no.
So clearly there was nothing to notice, at least for me.
Yeah, no, you're good, bud.
Okay.
Maybe that's the person that said that is just particularly self-conscious about their eyebrows.
Ooh.
You know, that's something they think about more.
Or that could be their way of trying to upsell you on services.
I mean, one time when I had a really short pixie cut and I went to a barber shop, the guy asked me, like, if I wanted any shaping, but he asked me that every time. I feel like that was, like, part of the service. Like, if guys, like, want to come in and, like, get a little bit, like, if they're, like, getting their hair done and they want a little shaping. Like, it wasn't, like, it didn't feel directed at me specifically. It felt like this was, like, anything else I can do while you're here type deal.
It was also, come to think of it, the first time, at least I can remember, but I'm pretty sure the first time ever that a woman cut my hair. I don't know.
Interesting.
Because
could there be a correlation?
Yeah. In the past, it's always been my dad, my uncle cut it for a bit, some random barbershops, one in Glenville that I went to forever. And then I moved here and I needed to find someone, or like just a shop in general. And the last time I went, the guy who usually did it was on break, which I was like, all right. Like, but I don't think a woman's ever cut my hair before.
Interesting. Oh, okay, cool.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure she's frozen.
Yeah, I thought we were just like all pausing to collect our thoughts.
Oh, there. You look so alarmed.
My computer blue screened and shut down again. I really hope it doesn't do it again.
How do you get it to turn back on so fast when it blue screens?
Yeah.
I'm like kind of fascinated.
No, it like did it on its own. It just like it says it's like encountered an error. We're restarting for you, and then it restarts it. I type in my PIN, and then voila.
Oh, cute. Well, that's fun.
So hopefully it doesn't do it again. Sometimes it does it.
All right. Well, would we like to move into question number 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is, and I don't know who put this one in, but it's a good one.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, Zach, popping off. We love to see it. Okay. If you could lead any nation except for your home country for 1 week, which country would you choose?
I definitely think I'd go with some sort of Scandinavian country.
Yeah, that seems pretty chill.
I don't know which one.
I have a few ways of thinking about this.
Yeah, I feel like you could theoretically use this as an opportunity to solve problems.
Because, yeah, you could say, like, you could pick a country that has a problematic leader, and then in your time in power, like, reform the system as best you can in a week, and then hand it over. You could also do it for a country that, like, the people and the culture and the region are places you're really fond of.
Yeah.
Like, the first ones that came to mind is, like, England and Ireland. But then it's like, ooh, but if I'm in power, that means somebody else is not in power. And who do we not like right now? And there's a whole host of people we don't like.
Yeah, there's a whole host of people we don't like right now. And I'll just say it as a as an outsider who has a kind of for no reason fondness for Russian language and culture. Might use the time to smooth some things out because, frankly, I am sick of the, Russia bad you get from literally everywhere. It's annoying. There's a lot more to the whole place than Vladimir Putin. Putting that
It's
right
not
out there.
Russia bad. It's Russia leader bad.
Yeah, Russia leader bad.
Have you guys ever seen the SNL weekend updates skits with Olya Povlatsky?
Yes, I have.
I love her so
They're
much.
kind of funny.
I watched an older one from the first invasion of Ukraine, and she was like, "I was going to go on vacation to get away from Russia, but now I have to cancel." And he's like, "What? Why? Where are you going?" She was like, "Eastern Ukraine. Now it's Russia." I love this so much. I know.
Oh god, I love there was a cold open that they did where I can't remember which guy it was, but they had somebody playing Vladimir Putin in like the cold open. I think it was immediately after the results of the 2016 election came in.
I know what you're talking about.
And they do the Olya Povlatsky thing, and they like have Kate McKinnon come on and like say all these like really forced sounding positive things about Putin, and then he hands her like a fish and she just goes, "My pension."
And then I think that was the one where they did like Christmas with the Trumps or something, and he's like, "I give you elf on shelf. I'll just place it here next to your Wi-Fi router."
Yeah, but no. Currently, might try and smooth some things out in Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
Do my best. Again, just who knows if I would help. Again, just as, an American with a fondness for the language. I'd try.
I think right now, if you're not Putin, you're gonna be an improvement.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, not hard to improve.
Yeah, that seems all right.
What? I mean, those are definitely the first two that come to mind, like England and Ireland.
Yeah. First one of the Russia definitely jumps to mind immediately for me. Also, Japan might just be cool.
Yeah.
Might just be cool. Frankly, I really don't have much more reason other than that.
Sure.
Or like,
South
you know what?
Korea.
Somewhere you know nothing about.
No, you know what? I think India would be cool.
Hmm?
I think that India would be cool.
Just like
India's a really cool place.
Oh, it is absolutely. But like, just drop my ass in Côte d'Ivoire. See what happens.
To be honest, I don't know if I would so much lead India as much as I would just like soak up the culture, and they would be like, "Hey, we have problems," and I'd be like, "Oh yeah." Also, the fact that Côte d'Ivoire's flag is literally just the opposite of Ireland's flag will never not trip me up.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. But yeah, no, just drop me somewhere that I know nothing about and see what happens. Which is probably the most dangerous game of fuck around and find out you could possibly play, but that's why this is a hypothetical.
Sounds like work.
Yeah. I mean, technically this is all work.
I mean, I'm just gonna go chill and rule Iceland.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Iceland would be a really cool place to be the leader of. Just like a tiny little country. Everyone seems like really chill.
Yeah. Look at the Northern Lights every day.
Yeah, that'd be pretty nice. That would be a nice week.
You don't have a military you need to worry about.
No.
Or you could do like Greenland, where you have a military, but the only thing you need to worry about is going to that one island to like knock off the bottle of Canadian whiskey and replace it with a bottle of schnapps and then leave.
I love that.
That makes me think of the final ever military engagement of Liechtenstein, where they sent 81 men to Italy to fight. Or they sent 80 men to Italy to fight and came back with 81 because they made a friend. This is the best thing I've ever heard. I think that's technically the most successful military operation that has ever occurred in history.
Yeah.
You gained troops.
Yeah, that might be the only net positive.
Right. No.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so much potential here.
Yeah, aside from some actual problem solving, I think I might just, like, hit, like, random country generator and see where I end up.
Yeah.
But is that even... That's gotta be a thing, right?
Oh, it has to be.
I would think. There's gotta be a lot that we probably can't even name.
Random country. Mauritania.
Yeah. Or, like,
I don't...
small... Togo. There we go. That's a small place.
Mexico.
Heard of that one.
Kiribati. I want to go to Kiribati so badly. Population the size of, like, Albany, but... Norway. Brookes, we found your...
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of countries that I know the least about while still knowing the name. Which is a very
Egypt.
fine line to tread in my mind.
Egypt will be really cool.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah. I was gonna say a lot of countries in Africa, I feel like would be. Because there's a lot that are like lesser known.
Yeah.
Obviously not Egypt being one of them, but
yeah.
The one before that was Tunisia. Which is...
I actually am looking at a giant scratch off map of scratch off the countries you've been to.
What about like Eritrea?
Yeah.
Heard of both of those?
That's by Ethiopia, right? Like I think it borders Ethiopia.
Ghana, that's small.
Zach, you missed it.
Shoot. What I missed?
pronounced the name of the country twice, 2 different ways and said I've heard it both ways.
That's right.
Is this Psych or West Wing?
Psych. I've heard it both ways.
I wasn't going for that initially, but it was right there.
Yeah.
Because it's true. I've heard it both ways.
I met a king from Ghana once.
Did you actually?
Mm-hmm. It was one of like he was the next in line for one of like the major tribes. It's like basically a state.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have a 2 million person population, and like the king like lives in like an actual palace and whatnot, but he left, and so I got to meet him. That was very cool.
That is.
He was cool. He was in like jeans and a hoodie, but like.
Wow, the royal hoodie.
Oh yeah,
I love that.
He basically he more or less like abdicated. Like,
so then he was
he
just he was a dude.
And then he went to New York.
Cool.
Yeah, well, he got stuck in like Louisiana and made his way to New York. Like a whole story. Like he's actually got a really cool story.
See a movie?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, right.
I kind of want to know what happens with this guy.
Yeah.
And then goes on, adventures and gets in these haphazard situations.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Ghana's one of those places where it's just kind of on my bucket list for like almost no reason. I've just like seen people say that it was a place that they like didn't really think to visit when their mind was like, tourist destination. But then they did, and they had a great time. So I'm like,
Nepal.
Be kind of good. Yeah, or like somewhere even small, like Bhutan, Nepal.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Belarus. Poor Belarusians. Oh, haven't you heard? This is one of those like super tiny island countries.
Hell yeah.
The Bahamas. That would be cool.
Nice.
Yeah, some tropical nation would be nice. Something in the Caribbean.
Not being a world leader, but anytime the governor of Hawaii is giving like press conferences or whatnot, he's always in like a classic Hawaiian button-up shirt, and I was like,
hell
all right,
yeah, brother.
if I get to be a governor and I don't have to wear a suit,
hell yeah.
I mean, like, come on.
That's Hawaiian professional.
Yeah. That is Hawaiian
no,
that's
absolutely.
island professional. Period.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. Or just like, somewhere tiny in Europe, Luxembourg. Just go, see what's up.
Some banks. Or something.
Or, you can just travel to these places.
Hopefully we'll get there.
Yeah.
but probably not to all of them.
Which is tragic, really.
It is.
Again,
Now
I
I'm
got
just having
this
fun
scratch
going
off
through random
map,
countries.
which I really would like to work on, but also I do love that the only country that I am counting, because I went to Canada once when I was like 7 and I don't remember it, so I'm not counting that. I have not scratched off Canada. So the only things I have scratched off on this map are the US and Russia. And the fact that Russia takes up, it's the projection that kind of just sorts things a little just because it looks good as like a poster. And the fact that Russia looks as massive as it does on this map makes me look a lot more well-traveled than I actually am.
A lot of scratching.
A lot of scratching. It was very satisfying when I got to get all the foil off of that one.
There's a country called Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Where do you think New Jersey comes from?
No, like I always knew that. I just didn't know where it came from, but I assumed it was just like a town or a city or something. I didn't know it was like a country.
Yeah, there's so many. Every once in a while, I come across a country. I'm like, that's not a real place, is it? Is that really a place? This whole time? Okay.
The Federated States of Micronesia.
Georgia. That's one that always throws me off.
I wasn't sure if that was a reference you'd get. It's a very deep cut. They had one episode with it where like the ambassador had a scandal, and then they like moved him to Peru or something.
Is that where they had to like shift a whole bunch of people?
Yeah.
I was like, that's so familiar, and I'm trying.
Yeah.
And they had to change like 5 people in their positions.
Yeah. And they have to convince Josh it's actually a real country.
Oh, he was having an affair with like their prime minister or whatever their leader's like daughter was.
Yeah.
That was West Wing.
Yes, you know what that just reminded me of? Like the bit where you said having an affair. I have to find the article where I found this, but apparently like people on those like Arctic research bases or whatever, they fuck. Because there's just nothing else to do.
And you gotta stay warm.
Yeah.
That too.
Talk about
like
two
that
birds.
And like the Olympic Village.
Yep.
People.
Oh my god, all those headlines from the last one.
Oh my god, yeah, about
like
the cardboard beds. And then there was this TikTok that was made by like these 3 athletes in Mexico where they all like, from like the Mexican Olympic team, they all bear hug each other and yeet themselves onto this bed and it doesn't break.
Yeah.
Really?
Also, yeah, really. And also, I love all the tweets that were like, man, I wonder if some of the most physically talented people in the world can figure out how to get it on standing up.
Well, also, if those like 3 people jumped on one and it didn't break, they weren't starting to do this.
Yeah, no, they weren't. So.
Wild.
I like where this episode has taken us on this little journey.
The meandering. I think we got one of those segments in there where we basically just talk about things we like, just naming countries that are interesting to us.
Yeah. Essentially.
Yeah, we do that sometimes.
I mean, we did technically answer the question.
Yeah, but we were doing that like last week and just naming movies.
Yeah, but you know what? It was fun, or at least I had fun.
It was very fun.
So.
Yeah. And I'm sure like 36 subscribers or whatever.
44 on YouTube, actually. We don't get subscriber data from Spotify because we're too small.
But we have fans.
But we have fans.
We're almost Joe Rogan level. Just a few more.
Just I do higher quality content.
Honestly,
what if we talked about all the reasons why we don't trust scientists?
Then we get more subscribers.
I mean, clearly it's working for him.
That would give us some clout. Because, why trust the word of the scientific community when you can have the former host of Fear Factor tell you what to think?
Yeah, I can't. We are living in
it makes almost too much sense.
That God abandoned. And I am reminded of this fact every single day.
I just got a New York Times alert like shortly before this that they just concluded a study very much showing that ivermectin does not help cure COVID.
Shocker.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Apparently they did a whole like large scale study. Like, yeah, no, definitely for sure now. Doesn't do anything.
Can you imagine having to waste resources to disprove garbage like this?
Glad we spent money on that.
What else could you have been studying besides, like, does horse paste cure COVID?
Such power they have, though. They just make up a conspiracy theory, and then we're gonna throw money at it to, like, disprove it.
Oh my god.
Because
we should have an episode where we each bring to it a conspiracy theory we invented and worked on.
Oh my god, yes. I want to start a conspiracy theory.
Yeah. That'll get us some clout.
We need a good amount of time so I can get out the yarn and the pins and the board.
I have literally always wanted a reason to do that. If somebody gives me a reason to do that, my life will be complete. I am not even joking.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all gonna workshop a conspiracy theory for next week, and then we're gonna decide which is the best, and then we are going to spread that conspiracy theory.
That's when
I think this will be fun.
When the government funds a study to disprove.
Yeah, when the government funds a study to disprove the conspiracy theory that we start here on this podcast, that's how we will know that we have made it.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember when Kellyanne Conway said that your microwave was spying on you? So people just started putting, like, their cameras in their microwave and, like, taking pictures of it.
Sometimes it is entertaining to live in the dumbest timeline.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's a very solid plan for next week. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys. I've already got some ideas percolating.
I'm gonna have to, honestly, I'm probably gonna have to, like, read some conspiracy theories just to get the juices flowing.
Yeah, I'll have to think on it to come up with a good one. I mean, I could make up a few off the top of my head, but they're not going to be solid. I gotta think.
Yeah, I can think of a couple off the top of my head, but I think they're pretty derivative.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to just, like, claim a person who's dead didn't actually die or something like that.
Right.
Yeah. We'll work on this, though. I think that's going to give us something fun to do this coming week. Hell yeah. I love this little journey we've all been on together. This has been great.
Amazing.
Oh, and if Emily is available for the next episode, we'll have to tell her, and then we can have a 4-way, like, conspiracy theory battle royale.
Conspiracy theory off.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
There's got to be a good pun in there. I'll try to think of it for next week.
Beautiful. All right, so we all have our assignments then. I love it. Nice.
Conspiracy theories and puns. I'm going to write it on a Post-it. Just
beautiful. I love that for us. All right. Well, thank you, friends, for fighting with us. As always, we appreciate each and every single one of you, and we will be back again next week with some funky, fresh conspiracy theories for you to spread to your friends and family. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
This week's episode of the Fighting with Friends podcast was hosted by Bridget Kelly, Zach Calderon, and Dr. Sarah Brookes. You can find other episodes of the podcast on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, or your other favorite listening platform. Follow us on Twitter at BridgetKelly98, at Zach Calderon, and at AndSarahSaid. Rate and review us on your podcatcher of choice. Like, comment, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch, and join our Discord community using the links in the description. You can also help support us via the Acast supporter feature, or consider donating to our Patreon. Thanks for listening!